Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your tarot card reading for July 2023. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and to leave behind for others whatever does not. Once I lay out the cards, I'll identify their positions, go through the meanings, and do some clarifications. And then at the end of the reading, I will pull a couple of oracle cards to see how this month is affecting your love life and career. So first we look at what is showing up for you this month. You have here the Six of Cups. We take a look at the past influences where you have the Ten of Swords. And then we look at what can weigh you down. You have the Knight of Pentacles. In this fourth position in the middle here, we look at what can lift you up. You actually have the Three of Swords. And we explore what it is you want here. You have the Knight of Cups. And lastly, we look at something you don't yet know that you need. And you have here the Chariot. At the bottom of the deck, we have the influencing energy of this reading. You have the Page of Cups. So, Taurus, the Page of Cups, there is like sensitivity, childlike sense of wonder that is influencing the reading here. And it's making me think about the new moon in Cancer that occurs on July 17th. That will provide new opportunities to kind of start something that is possibly something that will make you feel a sense of excitement and emotional satisfaction, possibly taking up painting for some of you, or starting a new skill. Basically, the new moon in Cancer affects your third house of communication, and it's what you know. It can be your early learning and communication style. So it seems like that is a big influence on this reading here. So let's take a look at the, what's presenting itself. The Six of Cups. This has to do with childhood. This has to do with, memories. So this Page of Cups and the Six of Cups, in that, third house of early learning communication, seems to be a big focus here. So this could have to do with siblings, beliefs about help and cooperation, and also dreaming big. That's kind of what the new moon in Cancer is about, is like really setting goals to emotionally invest yourself in like something big that maybe when you were younger, you thought you wanted to do, and as you've grown up, like the practical world or other people's opinions have kind of gotten in the way. Here in the past with the Ten of Swords, there seems to be something that's like hit rock bottom, some mental process, some problem solving that really there's no reason to keep stressing about it and worrying about it. It's like over and done with. But there is a new dawn, a new day ahead. So let's go ahead and start clarifying some of these cards. Let's take a look at the Six of Cups here. You have the Four of Pentacles. This is a card of like security, but also, it could be that it has to do with finances, and being independent versus like helping others. Maybe you have the opportunity to help others, or maybe people have offered you help. But it's kind of feeling like at the core of this, you've got this Page of Cups who is wanting to be creative and imaginative and come from the heart. But then you have this Four of Pentacles, which is like blocked and stuck and kind of just focusing on the material aspects. And so there's like a disconnect there. And with the Six of Cups, it seems like it's kind of stemming from maybe beliefs about, something from your childhood, something, from when you were younger. You thought, when I'm this age, or when I hit, this period in life, I'm going to be able to do these things. So let's see what's going on with the Ten of Swords with the past. You have the Seven of Wands. So Taurus, it could be like, being stubborn about a certain thought process, feeling that like you had to kind of stick to a certain, course of study or thought process. But here, this Knight of Pentacles, this is what can weigh you down. So it's almost like having to do with like career or a way that you make money, like the way you, it's weighing you down. So let's see what's up with this Knight of Pentacles. You have the Three of Wands here. So it's like you're constantly planning, or it could be that you're trying to make connections, make business relations, networking. It's really kind of, it's weighing you down. And interestingly, this looking at something you don't yet know that you need, this Chariot, it says this way or that way. It's almost as if you need to kind of figure out why it is that you've been going a certain direction, and whether or not that was really your choice, or if, in the past, or if it's even your choice now. I'm actually going to clarify this Chariot. You have the Seven of Cups. So Taurus, it seems like there is this kind of sense of not really knowing what it is that you want. And it's almost as if this is saying like, that's kind of a good thing. It could be like, when you were younger, maybe someone kind of got something in your head where, like, don't daydream. Don't think that you can be a princess. That's not, you can't get paid to be a princess, or you can't get paid to like travel the world, or like can't get paid to paint, or you can't make good money being like a florist. And it's almost like that idea, you kind of held on to what you couldn't do. And it's almost as if you need to kind of look at those possibilities again. So the things that you wanted to do, like the daydreaming aspects, that is something that it's almost calling to you. So here, let's see, actually, this, we already know this is what can lift you up. So let's see what you want. You want this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Pentacles is weighing you down. You want this Knight of Cups. So let's see what this Knight of Cups can offer. Like, this Knight of Cups is about wearing your heart on your sleeve, going for the more emotional journey, the emotional romance of not just love life, but even, the type of career you do, like being an artist, being a poet, a musician. You have the King of Wands. So it's like what your heart really desires is kind of like, going to allow you to step into your power, this courageous aspect of what you want, and like to be in a person, as a person, the influence you want to have on other people, the connections you want to have with other people. For those of you who are like more focused on the love life aspect, it could even bring you to, a loyal, committed relationship. So there's something here at the center, this Three of Swords, that can lift you up, but you have to kind of allow yourself to explore it. You can see here on the bed, there's like a journal, and it looks like a quill and some ink, perhaps doing some journaling, exploring your beliefs that you had when you were younger, some disappointment, heartbreak, that can really lift you up. So let's clarify this Three of Swords. You have the Four of Wands here. So Taurus, it does kind of seem that there is some kind of healing that you still need to kind of go through. And it does have to do with exploring fantastical options, like the emotionally charged, emotionally inspired, things that you want in life. And going through this, like kind of reflecting on your past and kind of seeing how is it that you kind of went from an emotionally, like someone who does want to connect with others and help people and help animals, inspire others, how you kind of have started closing in and kind of being very like, this is a matter of fact, this is the way to be, very practical. Maybe it's just, you have embraced your inner Taurus, but here there seems to be a potential for you to kind of really celebrate what it is that you want in life, people recognizing your accomplishments, being acknowledged by the people that you want to be acknowledged by. But it does take some examining what this disappointment and heartbreak is possibly in relation to you kind of being like stubborn and kind of just saying, okay, I'm not even going to think about this anymore. I'm not going to, it's almost as if I'm seeing here, like you got this person in this like red, kind of this red cloak here. And this person in this red cloak is kind of fleeing this scene. You got this person in this red cloak kind of like looking out and seeing, well, what's next? But here in the Three of Swords, you've got like, this window that's being, like you can see outside, it's raining and the skies are gray. It may be that you have to like close the window for a bit and focus on something from your past, so that you can really be in a position to look. Oh, I think it's interesting because you've got this red motorcycle now. Like it's almost as if the things that were kind of being used as a cover and a veil are, as you go through this process, are going to be able to help carry you on to what it is that you truly desire. So, Taurus, I'm going to close off with wisdom of the Oracle to see how this influences your love life and career. Let's take a look at your love life. You have all that glitters. So Taurus, if there is kind of like, if you've seen yourself being drawn to things that are material, like it's almost like you perhaps have been influenced in a way to look at the superficial, maybe to look at what someone has in terms of money or, their initial looks. But really, there's something deeper that you need to take a look at within yourself so that you can kind of see what truly matters when it comes to love. And in terms of how this influences or relates to your career, you have this Yang card. And this is kind of masculine, active energy, kind of making that move towards what it is that you want. And so it does seem like you are kind of there's a lot of emotion and a lot of uncertainties and unknowns that have been kind of that are floating around. And it's almost as if this Yang card is saying to take an active step towards exploring those possibilities, actively exploring the more sensitive and emotional potentials for who you are as a person, the types of, activities that you're drawn to, the types of even, decorating your home or your room. Like that seems to be the way that's going. And really taking a look at the past, at what has disappointed you, what's hurt you in the past, and kind of journaling about it, meditating about it, looking through old pictures, photo albums or something could be really a key for this. So Taurus, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.